हेलो गाइज, माय नेम इज़ अब्बास दास। आज का वीडियो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है। लेट्स स्टार्ट इट विद ए गेम। क्या हो सकता है इसके अंदर अभी? हेड्स, टेल्स, टेल्स। लेट्स डू इट अगेन। क्या हो सकता है? एनी गेसेस? एनी गेसेस? हेड्स। इट्स सो मच easy, right? You can do it all day. What's again? It's heads. So you can do this all again. And why this is so much easy? Because you have to guess within two options only. That is 1 and 0. Either heads or tails. Can you tell me when I just flip the coin and when it is in the air, can you tell me if it is heads or tails and what is the position of that and uska value us time mein kya hoga? Can you tell me? You cannot. So this is where quantum computers comes into the picture, because the classical computers works in 0 and 1, but quantum computers in the other hand, they work in whole transitions and the spectrum of from 0 and 1. You can say they take each and every transitions of the subatomic particles and they can measure it. We can measure it in quantum computers. So ये वाला एपिसोड आप ध्यान से पूरा फर्स्ट से लेकर लास्ट तक देखिए, बीच में कहीं पे भी आप इसको स्किप मत करना, बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी फंडामेंटल फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग टू द लास्ट. प्लीज वॉच इट एट वंस. बीच में कहीं पे भी आप डिस्टर्ब मत होना. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. Like a Hellcat. Hello viewers, thank you for joining me again. My name is Abbas Das and I have come with yet another video, and today we'll be learning about quantum computing, quantum computers, as well as also quantum cryptography. Starting from very basic of understanding of what is quantum computer and how it is different from classical computers that we are using nowadays, to what is quantum cryptography and how the cryptography is being done in quantum computers. And कहीं पे भी अगर आपको डाउट आ रहा है, so please rewind it again and please watch that. And कहीं पे भी कुछ और एक्स्ट्रा डाउट आ रहा है, then definitely I am always there. कमेंट सेक्शन में आप लिख के रखिए क्या डाउट है. आई विल बी डेफिनेटली रीचिंग यू आउट. सो गाइज, आपने कभी भी ट्रांजैक्शन किया होगा ऑनलाइन, लाइक कोई भी एक ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट में आपने खरीदा होगा. यू ऑलवेज गिव योर कार्ड डिटेल्स एज वेल एज यू गिव द CVV ऑफ योर कार्ड एज वेल एज यू गिव many sensitive datas, right? So have you ever thought like are those sensitive datas is read by someone else? It might be, right? If you are giving any data in the internet, anyone else might be also reading it, and if any malicious activity happening or any malicious person gets that sensitive data of yours, then भगवान ही बचाए आपको फिर. Also in social media sites like Twitter and Facebook, आपने कभी सोचा है like when you give any kind of messages or you text someone or you do any post, is it that much secured? In WhatsApp, you must have noticed in the top that it is end-to-end encrypted. So yes guys, we are talking about encryption. Starting from the first, what is quantum computer? इससे पहले भी, prior knowing to quantum computers, let's understand what quantum physics is. What's quantum? आप बस आंख बंद करके सोचिए कि आप 11th-12th क्लास में हो, ठीक है. यू आर इन 11th and 12th क्लास, जहाँ पे आप एटम्स, न्यूट्रॉन्स, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, फोटॉन्स, इसके बारे में आप पढ़ रहे हो. ओके, सो व्हाट इज क्वांटम? Quantum physics is the study of the fundamental particles of a matter, that is atom, electrons, photons, anything. The fundamental particles, how do they behave? That is quantum physics. So we have lots of formulas. The most famous formula is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ. कुछ याद है ये वाला फॉर्मूला? Delta x into delta p is equal to Planck constant divided by 2. And what is delta x? Delta x is the change in the position of that particular subparticle, and p is the momentum of that particle. Okay, so what Heisenberg's uncertainty principle says, ध्यान से सुनिए, what Heisenberg's uncertainty principle says. It says like if there is very less change in the position of the particle, then there is the uncertainty in the momentum of that particle, because these two are inversely proportional, right? These two are inversely proportional, right? इसके ऊपर हम लोग ज़्यादा नहीं जाएंगे. We'll come back to our topic like quantum computers. So what is quantum computer? Quantum physics तो आप समझ गए होंगे. This all are quantum physics. What is quantum computer? Quantum computer is something that operates by controlling the behavior of these subatomic particles. What is the main difference between a quantum computer and a classical computer? Most widely used example is we have a candle and we have a bulb. Okay, so both are used to give lights, right? But both are different technologies. On one hand, you have classical computers that work with 0 and 1 with bits, and another hand you have quantum computers. They do not work only with 0 and 1. They take whole transitions of every subatomic particles. They take whole spectrum, like not only for 0 and 1, because of this particular principle. Okay, the subatomic particles are in regular motion, so they take each and every motion of that and they measure it. Fine, so it is completely different. This is a complete different technology. This is a complete different technology. So what is encryption? What is encryption? अब आइए, जो मैं पहले मैंने आपको कहा था कि do you know how your WhatsApp messages, how your Facebook messages or your post or your card details are safe with the company in which you have registered. How do you know that? By encryption, because they do encryption. You know what is encryption? Encryption, the simple definition of encryption is, you have your message. If A is sending message to B, then the message does not go in the same format. It is encoded into a different format, and you give the key to B. Then the B finds the key and he opens it and he finds the message which you are giving to him, which you want to intend to be received. When you send a message from A to B, okay, you do not send the message in the right away direction. Like if I send A to B, hey, how are you? It doesn't go, hi, how are you? It is encrypted into some other form, and you send a key. You send a key A to B first, so that he can decrypt that, your encrypted message, and he can open it and he can read it. None other than you, both of you can read that. Okay, so public key and private key, we'll be talking about this in other segments. There are the concepts like public and private keys. We'll be definitely coming up with more number of episodes for that. So for now, just understand, if A sends any message to B, he just locks it with a key and gives it to B, and B has the key, he opens it and he decrypts the message. Okay, that's it. That's what encryption is. So how the encryption is being done, quickly we just have to see here. यहाँ पे ध्यान दीजिए, 23 into 29 is equal to 667. What is 23 and 29? They both are prime numbers, right? So if I give 23 and 29, you can multiply that, you can get 667 very easily. But if I give you 667, will you be able to find 23 and 29? It's quite difficult, right? Like you have to do the factor, you have to divide it by 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, something like that. Okay, so it might take endless time for you. You know, in this lockdown, if you want, you can give this kind of sums to your siblings. I have given some of these sums to my sister. If I have a message M, okay, then that message M is multiplied by 2 of this number, and then I get 667. Okay, and this 667 is received by B, and I have already, through this key, I have told that I have multiplied 23 as well as 29. Okay, so B gets that 23 and 29, so he can divide it and he can get the message, right? So this is a very small example. Okay, do you know like what is the highest prime number? Let me write it down for you. So this is the highest prime number available till date. Okay, so just imagine if I multiply this number with another prime number of this caliber, and then I will multiply this with your message which A is sending to B. So just think what is the amount of encryption, and if a malicious intender also gets into it, will he be able to do that? No, it might take like thousands of years for him. Okay, it might take thousands of years for him. And it's not like A sends to B in a complete decimal or character fashion. How computer works, you know that. Okay, so what is the binary form of this? You might be knowing 1 1 0 0, something like that. Let me write it in decimal form. So this is the decimal format of Abhas. Okay, the letter A stands for 1, B stands for 2, H for 8, A for 1, and S for 19. Okay, and then this particular format has to be changed again in binary format. Okay, you might be knowing how to change decimal to binary, I guess. Okay, like 100010, something like that. It will be a very long number, that's why I'm not writing it. So that number which you are finding out here, that has to be multiplied with 2 prime numbers, then B gets that, correct? If I multiply that with the highest prime number 2 times, then just think what is the big number I will be getting. It will be a very large number, and it will be impossible for any of the coders to hack it or to decrypt it, which I can say. So it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. Like my messages as well as my sensitive data are encrypted, right? If you think like that, you are wrong. My friends, you are wrong. Quantum computers can decrypt this within a matter of seconds. Within a matter of seconds, because they do not work in 0 and 1. मैंने पहले कहा था, they do not work in 0 and 1. They work in each and every transition of the positions of the subatomic particles. Fine. So just think, if they are not calculating with 0 and 1, they are calculating with each and every spectrum, the changes of that happening. Okay, so they can do faster calculation, they can do bigger calculation in a very small amount of time. So that is the reason why quantum cryptography came into place. If we have quantum computers that can crack the code, there has to be a quantum cryptography also to save the code, right? Okay, so let's see what's quantum cryptography. I have this too. I'll take this Alice and Bob example, world famous Alice and Bob. So this is the form of classical cryptography that is done. Now let's talk about quantum cryptography, how the quantum cryptography is being done. ध्यान से सुनिएगा, this is very fundamental. अब अगर आप एक बार सुन लिए ना, पूरा दिमाग में छप जाएगा. You must have seen the latest news that Google have achieved the quantum supremacy. What is quantum supremacy? That they are quantum computers which they have. It can solve a code that could have taken by a classical computers as some thousands or hundreds of years, but it did in some minutes, right? Yeah, it was like that. I don't know, I don't remember the exact minutes or the years, but it is like that, right? You are getting the concept, right? What is the difference between this and this, right? So let's come and see what is quantum cryptography. So this is vertical, this is horizontal spinning, this is diagonal, this both are diagonal spinning. Fine. So we have 4 kinds of spin here, and there are like 2 kinds of schemes also we have here. Please ध्यान से सुनिए, we have 2 kinds of scheme. One is rectilinear scheme, other one is diagonal scheme. So guys, as I said, there are 2 types of schemes. One is rectilinear scheme as well as another one is diagonal scheme. So here when Alice sends a message to Bob, she has to pass these all directed spins through these 2 filters. Okay, so for example, if she chooses to use both of the filters, it's up to her. She might be using one filter, she might be using both of the filter, or the combination of both. Fine. So let's see, let's take an example. Alice wants to send these 4. There might be n numbers, there might be n numbers of spin, right? ये नीचे हो सकता है, ऊपर हो सकता है. There might be n number of diagonals. ऐसे ऐसे ऊपर नीचे होके है. Each and every direction, like 0 and 1 होता है ना in our classical system. The same thing is happening here, but it has a different directions. In classical system we have only 1 0, but here it is a combination of different kinds of directions. Okay, so for example, if this particular directed photon is passing through this particular filter, will it pass? ये सोचिए. Yes, it will pass. Will this pass? Yes, it will pass. Will this pass in this? No, this will not pass with this particular filter. Rather it will be passing through this diagonal filter. इसके अंदर से ये पास कर जाएगा, इसके अंदर से नहीं करेगा. And this particular diagonal filter and this particular will be passing through this diagonal filter. ये rectilinear filter के अंदर ये पास नहीं करेगा. Fine. Now let's just assume that Alice uses one rectilinear filter, one diagonal filter for each of them. This, if this passes, it's 1. If it doesn't passes, it's 0. So let's see, if she uses this in a rectilinear filter, will it pass? Yes. So I get it 1. Then she will be using this for this. Will it pass? No. She gets 0. Then for this, then for this particular directed, she uses this. Will it pass? No. Then for this particularly directed photon, she will be using this. Will it pass? Yes. Fine, I got that. So what I got here, 1001. So when she sends the message here, when Bob will receive this particular message, so what he will do? He will try with both of them. Okay, both the combinations. He will try with both the combinations. So what he will do? He will first try to send the message with this, send this photon with this particular detector. So just remember, when this particular directed photon runs through this particular detector, will it pass this to this? Yes. One by one. इसको अभी यूज नहीं करेंगे. One by one. Then this, will it pass? Yes. Then this, will it pass? No. I'm getting 0. and this diagonal into this, will it pass? No, I'm getting 0. So this combination I got only for rectilinear scheme. Now Bob will again see what happens if I pass that particular photons in different kind of scheme. Let's see what happens in this scheme. Will it pass? No. Will it pass? No. Will this directed will pass? Yes. Will this directed will pass here? Yes. So he got two sets of results. Now he will compare it with the filters of Alice. Now what Alice used here, for this Alice used so what Alice used to get this result, I told you right from the starting, she used one after other alternatively. Like she used first rectilinear, then diagonal, then again rectilinear, then diagonal. Then after that only she got this particular result 1001. Okay, so now Bob's detector should be matching with Alice filters. Okay, for this one she used rectilinear scheme. One rectilinear scheme. This is okay, and we will not use this filter. Next we have 0. For 0, what filter she is using? Cross. So we have this, we will discard this. For this 0, she used what? Rectilinear filter. Okay, so we are getting here 0 rectilinear filter. So this is okay, we will cross this one. For this one, she used diagonal filter. So diagonal filter for 1, this is correct, this is cross. Now what is the result we got? All the correct ones, 1 0 0 1. Voila, we got that, right? So this is how it happens. If now come to any malicious activities, if it is possible here or not. If any malicious activities happens in between while the message is in transit from A to B or Alice to Bob, okay, if any person comes and changes this, then the result will not be same. The result will be different, right? The result will be completely different because he will see these schemes are not matching with the schemes that Alice used, right? So that's why it will be different, and both of them will be getting a trigger that something is happening in the middle. So that is the reason it is more reliable, quantum cryptography, than this classical cryptographies. Definitely these classical cryptographies are very tough to break, but still quantum cryptography are more tougher. In this new age where the black hats as well as the white hats are all over the places, they are sniffing your data, they know what you have written and they know what messages you are texting, and if they are using any quantum computers to crack the code, definitely we have to come up with quantum cryptography as well as quantum machines to eradicate the problems. But you know what I think about it? The current generation, in the future generation, it is quite possible that everyone must be using the quantum computers. But in this particular time, while we are talking, we are using the classical computers. It's very difficult to totally eradicate the older form of classical computer and replace it with the new sets of quantum computers. So what we learned today? First, we learned about quantum physics, Heisenberg's principle. Second, we learned about quantum computers. What are quantum computers? Third, we learned about classical cryptographies, how the classical cryptography is done. Fourth, we learned about quantum cryptography, how the quantum cryptography is done. That's it. सो अगर आपको मेरा कंटेंट पसंद आया होगा और आपको अगर ये क्रिप्टोग्राफी, क्वांटम क्रिप्टोग्राफी अगर थोड़ा सा भी आपको पसंद आया होगा या फिर आपको अच्छा लगा होगा या फिर मेरा तरीका समझाना अच्छा लगा होगा, देन प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कर देना. एंड इफ़ यू आर न्यू टू द चैनल तो प्लीज़ वो बेल आइकन को तो दबाना मत भूलिएगा, बिकॉज फॉर दैट रीज़न ओनली यू विल गेटिंग द नोटिफिकेशंस. क्योंकि नेक्स्ट टाइम जब मैं आऊँगा एक नया वीडियो के साथ, एक नया टॉपिक के ऊपर, आपको सबसे पहले जानने को मिलेगा. थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम. साइनिंग ऑफ. बाय.